Good afternoon. Hope the start of everyone's week is going well. If you're watching this today, highly doubt it, since I don't even have a following yet. But if you're watching in the future, and it's the start of the week then, hope you're having a good week then. So yeah, once again, proven that I cannot hold a conversation when I'm tired in the morning with no caffeine in me. But here I am, shift finished, and wide awake. Just making sure this person gets past. Whoever invented the speed bump, there is a circle in hell reserved for you. Alrighty, it's a very warm, it's 30 degrees, plenty of humidity. Wait for this car to go past. There we go. But yeah, I'm going to take a different route home. Just feel like it's going to be one of those days. God damn. Maybe I shouldn't have. maybe I shouldn't have chosen a route through the city during the time when everyone's scrambling to get into their cars. But well, live and let lie, or live and learn, I guess I should say. Yeah, all right. You know what? It's so hot. I'm just gonna quickly crack this up a little bit. Oh, so much better. It's probably going to really affect the audio, but comfort first. Tourists doing tourist things. Motorcycles parking in weird spots. Ooh, Yamaha Bolt. Another nice bike. Yeah, ooh, and Popo. Even better. Wonder what they've been up to. But yeah, what to talk about this afternoon? No, I said I wasn't going to do it, but fuck it, I'm just going to do it anyway. Let's talk about Warhammer. Specifically, Warhammer 40k. Which, anyone who knows about Warhammer 40k knows it kind of becomes an involuntary obsession as you get older. It might not grab you right away, but you know, after a while it just kind of goes and goes and goes until all of a sudden you're like $6,000 deep in getting Warhammer minis. And that's not including the paints. But yeah, I've been almost a lifelong fan of Warhammer. I think it started when I was 8, possibly 9. So yeah, over 20 years, coming up I think to about quarter of a century, 25 years. If it was 8, I shouldn't give you guys an exact number. But yeah, like it did happen by pure chance, because well, Lord of the Rings just kind of came out in those years, and loving Lord of the Rings like I do, I just kind of like, well, I need everything Lord of the Rings. Oh, what's this magazine called White Dwarf that has, you know, Lord of the Rings picture, specifically Éomer, as played by Carl Urban, because that's not oddly specific. And I go to my 4th cruise. And yeah, so I got my very first White Dwarf mag, and you know, focused mostly on the Lord of the Rings stuff. I think at that time they were doing like a Two Towers campaign or something like that, like the Battle of Helm's Deep, because that was the movie that had recently come out. That's kind of what we were working with. Hashtag van life. And so yeah, I got that White Dwarf, and then I read all that, and then I'm like, oh, well, you know, there's Only so much Lord of the Rings in here. What else is here? Warhammer Fantasy. That's pretty good. Pretty good. But what's this? What are these guys? Are they Space Marines? Yes, they are. I think it was either Green Knights or Black Templars. I think it was Grey Knights, probably. But anyways, and then all of a sudden we have this uncle, and he was he's just getting rid of stuff because he had to clear out his garage because they had to put more stuff in there because they had a baby coming. You know the drill. And he basically looked at myself and my brother and went, "Hey, I've got all these like minis. Do you guys like Warhammer?" And I'm like, yeah. I mean, I'm a fan. Like, I was just so young. I was probably 10, and I was just like, "Yeah, what do you got?" And he basically had this giant briefcase filled with 2nd and 3rd edition Space Marines and Orcs and Dark Eldar. A lot of them were like steel minis as well that he kind of roughly painted, and I was just like, this is the best thing ever. And there's all these books in there, and I fell in love with well, I thought were just the Angels of Death, but turns out they're Blood Angels. Gotta get that blood for Sanguinius. And yeah, it's just been an ever-growing obsession. I've actually finally had the money and the time to start painting Warhammer minis. So when Leviathan got announced, I think it was last year, I actually had enough money to pre-order it and pick it up and assemble it all over a weekend. So I have a lot of Tyranids and a lot of well, then new, probably pretty outdated now, Space Marines that I had to paint. So I've primed all them, and I've ever so slowly been painting them. But yes, which leads to the real topic: Blood Angels, the best boys, at least for me. Like, Commander Dante is just like the biggest MVP for me in the 40k universe. I mean, I love Custodes. Ultramarines can get fucked. Guilliman can go get fucked. I hate Ultramarines. Hate them with a goddamn passion. But my Blangles, I love my Blangles. They are just like, you know, they're, and what really sold me is, you know, the Black Rage. You know, they just get, before the eve of battle, they do some prayers, and a member or two might get like visions of their Primarch during the last battle on Terra against Horus, and they'll just be overtaken by this grief and this rage, and they'll believe they are Sanguinius, and they'll have to start, finally a nod, they'll have to start like murdering everyone in front of them, and they doesn't matter, like, once you're in the Black Rage, you're in the Black Rage. There's no coming out of it. No ifs, buts, and maybes. Enemy in front of you, you're gonna die. And yeah, Death Company, love them. Absolutely love them. Chainswords for days, rip and shred and just ignore everything. And the lore is the lore of the Blangles really like gets me. It gets my angsty side. That's a fucking jet that just scared the shit out of me. And it's right there as well. Excuse me. Yeah, no, I love Blangles. I love my Blangles. I don't care what anyone says. They are the best. Sanguinius is my fabulous Hawk boy, and no one can tell me otherwise. There's a reason that Christmas in 40k is called Sanguinala. That is absolutely gross. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. This is going to lead me into just a rant instead of a rambling. I do like specifically, there's a lot of old art of the Blangles that I still love looking at to this day. Especially like the old artwork of Commander Dante and his lore going, you know, no one actually knows his real age. He's just been the leader of the Blangles for 1100 years. And it's like, he could have been you know... Sorry guys, I'm distracted by the jets and all the shenanigans they're doing. Any more coming? No? Okay. You know, it's just... It's beautiful. It's... God, how do I describe it? It's like when you find this person just randomly in a schoolyard, and you don't know it at the time, but you have a feeling that they're going to be one of your closest friends, and then, you know, one thing leads to another, and all of a sudden you're hanging out at each other's houses, and it's just, it really connects with a certain part of me. Don't know what that part is, but it grips me hard. They have coils, tendrils if you will, wrapped around my heart, pulling and tugging. So every time I see the blood angels not getting their due, I get really personally upset, which shouldn't be a thing. I should not be getting this like emotionally attached to A, something that is completely fake, and B, to like, they're not real, and they're just minis. They're just miniatures. It's literally just pieces of resin and plastic. That's fucking cool. But there's just something about Warhammer 40k that just it just draws people in, and they can't help themselves. They honestly can't. But just, you know, things are happening. So yes, if I had to go on like a tier list, Commander Dante is the MVP, followed closely by Chief Librarian Mephiston, with a close third being Lamartes, the Guardian of the Lost. You know, like Mephiston's great because, well, okay, Commander Dante, Altus confirmed, non-first generation Space Marine. So he is like a Chad, just through and through. And then you've got Mephiston, the only person, well I say person, the only Space Marine who's overcome the Black Rage twice. And, you know, it's just like this beacon of hope that this horrible flaw that the Blood Angels have is just going to disappear. Or at least be overcome at some point. I'm just going to slide in to this lane. And then you got Lamartes, the Guardian of the Lost, the Chief, the High Chaplain, the Chaplain of the Death Company, the Blangles that are going to die one way or another, and he succumbed to the Black Rage. But unlike Mephiston, he hasn't overcome it. He's kept it in check by sheer force of will, which is just it's like, yeah man, you're so fucking badass that you don't even need to overcome it. You're just keeping it in check by just going, no, not today. Not today. I have things to do. I have Xenos to kill. I have heretics to burn. I have the Emperor's wrath to unleash, and it's beautiful. Love every second of it. Don't do it. He was thinking about it. So yeah, that's my top three. I know there's a Sanguinor and Astarath, the Grim, the one who like challenges the Death Company to one-on-one combat, and they're both pretty cool, but they're not original. They're not in the original lore that I grew up with, so they're cool, and they're like a great little supplement that adds a little bit more flavor, but they're not the key part of it. I never really liked Captain Tycho, to be honest. I'm sure people will fight me on how to pronounce his name. I call him Tycho. he just seemed a little bit too much of like, oh, he's being groomed to be the next commander of the Blood Angels. And I'm like, well, Dante's not dead. The only way Space Marines don't retire. They literally fight until they can't fight no more. I'm probably going to shut up for a second because there's someone right next to me. Speed wanted vehicle. Noble supports safe driving. Well, I'll be the judge of that. I'll absolutely be the judge of that. Alright, so far so good. They're holding to it. Kids doing things at a skate park. Shouldn't they be at school? Ah, wait, no, it's after 4. Never mind. Disregard. My mind still thinks I'm in a different job. One that makes me finish before 3 p.m. So what else is there? Oh, okay, so Captain Tycho, bit of a try-hard. Kind of, okay, he's dead. What is it? There's the Sanguinary Guard. They do need an updated mini, but they're so cool. Gold and angelic, and they've just got things going on, things that need to be like just Blangles are cool. I'm rambling, absolutely rambling. I'm just checking that my mic's still attached. It's got another alert. What the fuck is emailing me? It's just Reddit. Never mind. Also, things not to do is check your phone while you're on a motorcycle. But I'm vlogging. I need to make sure this shit's working. Yeah, fuck it. I'll go this way. I'm already in a lane, so might as well. To Wagaman. And put in neutral and watch it immediately go to green. No, not quite. Okay, sweet. I guess because I'm recording, because that would make too much sense if I was not recording, it'd go green instantly. But yeah, the Primaris Marines, I don't like them. I really don't. I think fucking Belisarius Call, the one who made them, he's gonna pull a good old Darth Sidious, Order 66, and all of a sudden the Imperium's gonna fall to his command, or some other AI, something like that. Make sure my panniers. I really should be doing all these checks before I record and before I get on the road and start doing things, but I don't know, stuff just kind of slips my mind. Still not 100% sure on which route I'm taking. I'm sure this will lead somewhere. Can't remember where. Oh, GB, you've been up here for fucking nearly 30 years and you still don't know your way around? Yeah, I don't. My cross to bear. I don't need to know everywhere I'm going. I just need to know the places I need to go. I need to know the routes to get there. I don't need to know the routes to everyone's joint. I don't know how taxi drivers do it. I mean, I know how they do it nowadays. I've just got Google. Yeah. Oh god, can I rant about the Blangles for like another 15 minutes? I mean, I probably could. About just how fucking badass they are. Truly the most noble of Blood Angels. Alright. Sorry about that. Oh, and I did catch up with the young fella that I did that pass on for last Friday, and yeah, he did enjoy me going past and doing that. He does love the note the KTM puts out. Thank you for getting into my lane. It's not like I wanted to stay clear or anything. But yeah. The Blangles. Just Blangles, man. Fucking Blangles. Oh, God, I can't tell you how upset I will be if they bring out female Blood Angels. I don't think the fictitious world of 40k can cope with female Space Marines. It's barely coping with female Custodes, Femstodes, but Games Workshop has this horrible thing where they just, okay, apparently you need to be somewhere a lot quicker than me. Going around? No, you're going straight. Alright, let's slide this time. Games Workshop does this thing where they just don't implement the lore correctly for factions that are truly beloved. Like, they gotta win with the Adepta Sororitas, the Sisters of Battle. And I don't know how the hell they managed that. They, of all the companies to do a swing and get a home run with that, why Games Workshop? And they're having a bit of a swing and a miss with the Femstodes, and they're dying on this hill, talking about, oh, there were always female custodians. I'm like, well, no, there hasn't been. All the previous law says no. If you had said, oh, they've tried some recent alchemy, and it's like, oh yeah, they've got a new batch of female custodians because they bring a different perspective and this and that and the other. If they had done that, I would have been a lot happier. It's like, if they're going to bring in female Space Marines, they're going to have to do some really like kooky shit, like, oh yes, Cole has been doing experiments and found that females are just as acceptable to the gene seed as in certain Space Marine chapters as men. And, you know, you can't fight a war when only half the population fights. You need everyone to be able to fight. Because in the grim darkness of the far future, there is no peace. There is only war. War between everyone, and you need... And yeah. Oh, excuse me. So yes. Female custodians, I don't really care, but I do care about how they did it and how they're just gaslighting the community. If they made female Blood Angels, they're going to have to pull some fucking legwork, or it's just not going to happen. I don't want to hear shit about me being sexist. It's a fictitious world. I don't have to be sexist. Maybe the fucking setting has to be sexist. Wow, I'm actually really alone right now. I can just hands off and relax, go side to side. Yeah, the water park. There's gonna be a lot of people going there soon. Oh, so hot. What is it now? 31. It doesn't feel like 31. It feels like 35. Like, even with this wind cutting through, I'm still sweating through my shirt. And it's not a good feeling. If I was wearing my my hoodie, I think I'd be probably overheating at this point. But yeah. Ah. Yeah, I don't know, I guess I was just kind of like talking to some people going, you know, I've started this moto vlog, but I really don't know what to talk about. Should I, that's another fucking email, what's that? Nah, whatever. They're just like, you know, beep, you know, B, if this is really important to you, what you should be doing is talking about things you're passionate about. And I'm like, well, I don't want to bore people. I mean, you've chosen to spend your time listening to me rant and rave about something. It might as well be something everyone can get behind, but I don't know. I don't think I have it in me to just rant and rave and ramble on about things that I'm not passionate about. So I do agree with these people. It's not a plane, but is that a commercial or is that a Hercules? I'm gonna say on the size it's commercial. This camera's not helping. Alright, still in the clear. Still got no one behind me. Won't be for much longer. Some more fires being set over that way. Alright, now which way do I want to go? Do I want to go straight or do I want to go left? Straight, why not? Give it a crack. Only 15 or so odd minutes from home. Ah, god damn it. I could have beaten that, but I'm not going to even try. Sorry guys, I thought they were yelling something at me. Oh, come on, Ford Falcon. I know you can go faster than that. It's an 80 zone. Do 80. Do 90. I don't give a shit. Just, you know, don't hold me up. No, that's me being selfish. You know what? You do you. You do you. I'm going to try. Go behind. Oh. And it's in distress, so... Oh, I guess that means something else is going to happen there. But I'm not going to be there to deal with it. Not my job right now. Yeah. Peak hour traffic on a Monday afternoon in the territory. Territory. I don't think this container's ever gonna move. So now I'm just talking about shit that's already around me. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a very PC person. I try not to cuss. I'm trying to cut back on it, but shit just fucking slips out, man, and it just fucking slips out, and cunts are gonna fucking. Yep, see, there's my Australian coming out. I'm getting emails right now, and I really don't want to even acknowledge who they're from or what they're for. Left or right? Nah, follow the Falcon. I'll go left. All right. Yeah, itchy nose, guys. I'm so sorry. So sorry, itchy nose. I can't really help it at this point. Lots of motorcyclists out. Lots of them. That's half a wave, I guess. I go in this lane. I gotta be in this lane anyway, I suppose. Might as well just bite the bullet into it now. Again, this all used to be farmland. Now it's been urbanized, much to my horror. What's the bet, guys, that crane is going to try and squeeze on in here? I hope not. Nope, so far so good. Oh yeah. This is going to be a particularly long one. Oh, that's something I'm probably not even gonna. Maybe I wasn't even gonna acknowledge it. I did quickly make an intro sequence. It's not the best, but it's the best I've got in me right now. funds are tight, and everything's like, no, you need to go pro. You need to be a professional. You need to invest money. I don't have spare cash to invest in this. I've got my free time. Oh, here we go. What's this one? Where's it going? And he's squidding even more than me. Mein Gott! He performed a U-turn. All wonders not cease. Ah, yeah, plenty of space. Plenty of it. I don't even know what I was worried about. Wasn't even worried. Ooh, judo. I do need to get in shape. Yes, so I made an intro. We'll see, here we go. I'm not passionate about it, so I'm just kind of fumbling around. I just like, it's copyright free, it's free assets. Just gonna quickly use it. I'm sure I'll try and get something a little bit more professional in the future, but who knows? Money. Money, 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 money. One of the best things in life are free, but free doesn't seem to get the job done as well as it should. Oh, excuse me. Once again, I keep burping. Why am I burping? That's a dick move. That truck driver should know better. I'm cutting off everyone else. Yeah, it's nice and dusty, which is lovely. I need more sediment in my lungs, even though my helmet's closed and I'm not actually breathing in any sediment. Yeah, we're not getting this green light. If we do get this green light, I will be astounded. Absolutely astounded. Nope, see? Told you, I'm not getting it. We'll get the next one. Maybe. I'm actually very tired right now. I know, I guess just kind of like hit a wall. Hit the proverbial stop sign. Yeah, I'm just crashing. Just absolutely crashing. There you go, I'm yawning. Maybe I'll cut this out. Maybe not. Awesome, 34 minutes, but is it still connected? Yes, still connected to the headset. Also, I'm not going to lose half my audio this time. At least I hope not. I might still lose it. I might just completely fuck up and accidentally delete it. It's not the first time. Won't be the last. Yeah. Motovlogging is hard. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to be able to just talk. But talking to yourself, unless you're like in a sort of psychosis or something like that, it's not easy. I don't know how other motovloggers do it. They just kind of talk to themselves. But then again, they have kind of a specific thing in their mind and they're passionate about it, which is leading back onto what I got told to do. Like Fortnite with his car reviews, do it with Dan with all his shenanigans and wacky stories and his just awesome behavior. What else we got? We've got Bike and Bird, we've got Blockheads. Shout out to all the other motovloggers who paved the way for all of us little guys and girls to have the courage to just talk, go on a bike and do the one thing that I'm sure a lot of us are on bikes to stop doing, which is talk. How are we looking? Yeah, one car there, but he's not getting in front. Yes. Ooh, what's the bird doing? Is the bird going down? Is the bird going down? Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, I thought about it. It thought about it. Oh shit, I get paid in 2 days. Yay! I get paid in 2 days. Maybe then I can start splurging on some more stuff. Nah, I probably won't. I'll probably have to spend it all on gear or just throw it all immediately into savings. I'm good at that. I'm good at saving money at the very last moment to ensure that I have enough to keep going. Yeah, I've talked about how this used to all just be farmland. Maybe there's a train up here, which is why everyone's so slow. Maybe. Probably not. If there was a train here, there's no way I would have made it in those two green lights. There's no way in hell. I'd probably still be stuck there talking to myself, baking in the sun. Yeah, we've got all this semi-developed land that's been like flattened and prepared, and it's like it's up for sale, but it's not exactly being properly developed. I think this is as good as it's gonna get for now. It might get bigger. That still says land for sale, or lease, I should say. That none of it is at the moment, at least not that section. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna quickly try and throw this little afternoon vlog together, and then I'm probably gonna hit the sack and actually try and catch up on some sleep. So remember, if you've learned anything from my ignorance, and there is a lot of ignorance to go around, it is to ride safe and look after each other. Be out.